May 16th, 1957, Copacabana nightclub. 1:30 in the morning. The Delicatessen Bowl bowling team sits at their table. Yankees players at another table. Sammy Davis Jr. on stage performing. Someone from the bowling team yells, racist comments, insults directed at Sammy Davis Jr. Billy Martin stands up. "Shut your mouth. You cannot make me?" Suddenly everything explodes. 6 men, 4 Yankees players, narrow hallway. Nobody sees what happens. Dark, chaotic. Then someone hits the floor, face covered in blood, broken nose, broken jaw. Who threw the punch? Was it Billy Martin, Hank Bauer, Mickey Mantle? Nobody saw. Everyone tells a different story. Police open investigation. Yankees open investigation. Media amplifies the story. But what is the truth? Who beat that man? And why is everyone lying? Because someone needs protection. And someone needs to be sacrificed. New York City, May 16th, 1957. Thursday evening, Billy Martin turning 29. Second baseman for the Yankees, tough, scrappy, fighter. Plays every game like war. Billy and Mickey Mantle are best friends, inseparable. Live together, train together, party together. Tonight is Billy's birthday. The plan, dinner, then Copacabana nightclub to see Sammy Davis Jr. Copacabana is the hottest nightclub in New York, located on East 60th Street. Everyone goes to Copacabana. The Yankees group arrives around 10 p.m. Billy Martin, Mickey Mantle, Whitey Ford, Hank Bauer, Yogi Berra, their wives, big group, celebration mood, seated near the stage. Good view. Sammy Davis Jr. is headlining. One of the biggest entertainers in America, singer, dancer, comedian, part of the Rat Pack. But Sammy faces constant racism. Even at the peak of fame, the hatred follows him. The Yankees players order drinks, champagne, whiskey. They are celebrating, relaxed, happy. The season is going well. They are in first place. Everything feels right. At another table across the room sits a group of men, 7 of them, the Delicatessen Bowl bowling team. They have been drinking heavily for hours. They are loud, obnoxious, making comments, harassing other tables. The club staff is watching them, but not doing anything yet. They are customers, paying customers. Sammy Davis Jr. takes the stage around midnight. The room erupts, applause, cheers. He is magnificent, singing, dancing. His energy fills the entire club. Everyone is mesmerized, except the bowling team. They are drunk, angry, resentful. One of them starts yelling, racial slurs, directed at Sammy on stage, and loud enough for nearby tables to hear. The Yankees table hears it. Billy Martin's face changes, jaw clenches, eyes narrow. He knows that tone, knows that hatred. Mickey puts a hand on Billy's arm. "Let it go, not worth it." Billy nods, but he is not letting it go. He is just waiting. The performance continues. Sammy pretends not to hear. Professional, keeps performing. But everyone knows he hears. Everyone knows those words cut. The bowling team gets louder, more aggressive, more racist, yelling insults between songs. Other tables are uncomfortable. The Yankees players are getting angry. Hank Bauer leans over to Billy. "Someone needs to shut them up." Billy agrees. "After the show, we will talk to them." Sammy finishes his set around 1:15 a.m. Massive applause. He leaves the stage. The club starts to clear out. People heading home. The Yankees group prepares to leave, settling the bill, getting coats. The bowling team is still at their table, still drinking, still loud. Billy Martin stands up, walks toward the coat check, has to pass near the bowling team's table. One of them sees him. "Hey, Yankee boy, you enjoy the show?" Billy stops, turns. "What did you say?" "I asked if you enjoyed watching that perform." Uses a racial slur instead of Sammy's name. Billy walks over to their table. "Say that again." The man stands up. Big guy, maybe 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, bigger than Billy. "You heard me. What are you going to do about it?" Mickey Mantle sees what is happening, gets up immediately, walks over, stands next to Billy. "Billy, come on, let's go." But Billy is not leaving. This guy needs to learn some respect. The big man laughs. Respect? For what? For some? He uses the slur again. Billy throws the first punch. Fast, hard. Catches the guy in the jaw. Not enough to drop him, just enough to start a war. The bowling team erupts. All 6 men at the table stand up. Surround Billy and Mickey. This is not a fair fight. 6 against 2. But Hank Bauer sees it. Runs over. Whitey Ford right behind him. Now it is 6 against 4. Still not fair, but better. The club is chaos. Women screaming. Tables knocked over. Glasses breaking. Security trying to push through the crowd, but cannot get there fast enough. The fight moves from the main room into a narrow service hallway. The cloakroom area, dark, cramped. Bodies pressed together. Impossible to see clearly. Impossible to know who is hitting who. Yelling, grunting. The sound of fists on flesh. The sound of bodies hitting walls. Then a loud crash. Someone falls hard, goes down, does not get up. The fight stops. Everyone backs away. The man on the floor is not moving, face covered in blood, nose clearly broken, bent at an unnatural angle, jaw swollen, possibly broken too. Blood pooling on the floor. Everyone stares. The Yankees players look at each other. The bowling team looks at their fallen friend. Nobody knows what to say. Nobody knows what just happened. Security arrives. Everyone stay where you are. Police are coming. The police arrive within minutes. Copacabana is a high-profile club. Police response is fast. They separate everyone. Yankees players on one side, bowling team on the other. The injured man is taken away by ambulance. Broken nose, fractured jaw, possible concussion, serious injuries. The police start asking questions. That's who threw the punch. Nobody answers. Someone beat this man severely. We need to know who did it. Still silence. The police officer looks at the Yankees players. You are famous. You are public figures. You cannot be involved in something like this and expect no consequences. Billy Martin speaks first. It was self-defense. They started it. They were making racist comments about Sammy Davis Jr. We asked them to stop. They attacked us. One of the bowling team members has a different story. Bullshit. They came over to our table looking for a fight. Martin threw the first punch, then all of them jumped us. We were defending ourselves. The police officer is skeptical. 6 of you against 4 of them, and one of your guys is the only one seriously injured? That does not make sense. Because they are professional athletes. They are trained. We are just regular guys having drinks. The police take statements from everyone. Yankees players, bowling team, club staff, witnesses from other tables. Every statement is different. Every version contradicts the others. The Yankees players say the bowling team was aggressive and racist. They were defending Sammy Davis Jr.'s honor. The fight was mutual combat, self-defense. Nobody knows who threw the specific punch that injured the man. It was dark. It was chaotic. Impossible to see. The bowling team says the Yankees attacked them unprovoked. Billy Martin is a known troublemaker, has a reputation for fighting. He started it. His teammates jumped in. One of them, probably Hank Bauer based on his size and strength, threw the devastating punch. The club staff has another version. They say both groups were drunk. Both groups were aggressive. They saw the initial confrontation in the main room, saw Billy throw the first punch, but did not see what happened in the hallway. Too dark, too crowded, too fast. Other witnesses, people from nearby tables, have even more versions. Some say they saw Mickey Mantle throw a punch. Others say Whitey Ford was the most aggressive. A few say they saw nothing because they were focused on getting out of the way. The police are frustrated. They have one seriously injured man, multiple witnesses, and no clear story. Someone is lying, the lead detective says, or everyone is lying. The Yankees players are taken to the police station, not arrested, just questioned further, separated, put in different rooms. Classic interrogation technique. See if their stories stay consistent when they cannot coordinate. Yet Billy Martin is questioned first. Tell me exactly what happened. We were celebrating my birthday. That group was making racist comments about Sammy Davis Jr. I confronted them. They got aggressive. We defended ourselves. Who threw the punch that injured the man? I do not know. It was dark. There were multiple people fighting. Could have been anyone. Could have been you? Could have been. But I honestly do not remember throwing that specific punch. Mickey Mantle is next. What happened in the hallway? It was chaotic, dark, multiple people throwing punches. I was trying to pull Billy out of there, trying to end it. Did you throw any punches? Maybe. I do not remember. I was defending myself. Did you see who hit the injured man? No, like I said, it was too dark. Hank Bauer. What is your version? Those guys were drunk and racist. We tried to leave. They followed us, started the fight. We finished it. You are the biggest guy on your team. Strong, former Marine. People are saying you threw the punch. People can say whatever they want. I was defending my teammates. Whitey Ford. Were you involved in the physical fight? I was there, but mostly trying to break it up. I am a pitcher. I cannot risk my hands in a fist fight. So you did not throw any punches? I did not say that. I said I was trying to break it up. The police realize they are not getting anywhere. These are professional athletes. They have been coached by each other, probably by a lawyer already. Their stories are consistent enough to avoid contradictions, vague enough to avoid specifics. The police released them around 5 a.m. No mirrors yet. Investigation ongoing. By 6 a.m., the story is everywhere. Every newspaper in New York. Yankees brawl at Copacabana. Mantle, Martin involved in nightclub fight. Sammy Davis Jr. performance ends in violence. The Yankees front office is furious. General Manager George Weiss calls an emergency meeting. Manager Casey Stengel is there. The players involved are summoned. The meeting happens at Yankee Stadium. 10 a.m. The players arrive exhausted, no sleep. Still processing what happened. George Weiss does not let them sit. What the hell were you thinking? You are Yankees. You represent this organization, this city. And you get into a bar brawl like common thugs? Billy Martin tries to explain. They were being racist towards Sammy. We were not going to just let that. I do not care what they were saying. You walk away. Ellie, you be the bigger man. You do not throw punches in a nightclub. Casey Stengel is quieter, but equally angry. This is a distraction. We are in first place. We have a championship to win. And now, instead of talking about baseball, everyone is talking about you idiots fighting in a club. George Weiss looks directly at Billy Martin. This is not your first incident. You have a reputation. Fights in other cities. Fights with other teams. And now this. You are a problem, Billy. Mickey Mantle speaks up. George, it was not just Billy. We were all there. We all... Mickey, you are the face of this franchise. You cannot be involved in something like this. You have more to lose than anyone. The meeting ends with a warning. Stay quiet. Do not talk to the press. Let the investigation play out. Hope it goes away. But it does not go away. And the story gets bigger. The injured man, Edwin Jones, hires a lawyer, files a lawsuit, assault and battery, against Billy Martin, Hank Bauer, Mickey Mantle, Whitey Ford, seeking damages, medical expenses, pain and suffering. The amount, $250,000, a massive sum in 1957. The trial begins in June, packed courtroom, media everywhere. The Yankees players testify, stick to their story, self-defense, mutual combat, dark hallway. Do not know who threw the specific punch, Edwin Jones testifies. Says he was attacked without provocation. Says Billy Martin started it. Says Hank Bauer delivered the devastating punch that broke his jaw. His lawyer brings medical experts, photos of the injuries, testimony about the severity. The Yankees lawyer brings character witnesses, talks about the racist comments towards Sammy Davis Jr., and argues that the bowling team was the aggressor. After 3 weeks, the jury deliberates, returns with a verdict, not guilty, all charges dismissed. Insufficient evidence to prove who threw the punch. Conflicting testimony. Reasonable doubt. The Yankees players are relieved. The case is over. But the consequences are just beginning. George Weiss makes a decision. Someone has to pay. Someone has to be punished. Cannot be Mickey Mantle. He is too valuable, too famous, too important to the franchise. Cannot be Hank Bauer, veteran player, respected, war hero. Cannot be Whitey Ford, best pitcher on the team. That leaves Billy Martin. June 15th, 1957. 3 weeks after the Copacabana incident, Billy Martin is called into George Weiss's office. Knows what is coming, can feel it. Billy? Hey, we are trading you. Where? Kansas City Athletics. Billy's heart sinks. Kansas City is where the Yankees send players to die. The worst team in baseball, a dumping ground. George, please, I will do anything. I will stay out of trouble, I promise. You have said that before, after other incidents, and yet here we are again. You are a talented player, Billy, but you are a distraction, and this organization cannot afford distractions. What about Mickey? What about Hank? They were there too. They were there, but you started it. You always start it. That is the difference. Billy leaves the office, finds Mickey, tells him. Mickey is devastated. I will talk to George. I will tell him it was my fault too. They cannot just trade you. Mick, it is done. The decision is made. I am the one they are sacrificing. This is not fair. We were defending Sammy, defending what is right. Fair does not matter. This is business, and I am expendable. The trade is announced the next day. Billy Martin to Kansas City in exchange for minor league players. Essentially traded for nothing. A punishment trade. The media covers it extensively. Yankees trade Martin after Copacabana scandal. Martin pays price for nightclub brawl. Mickey Mantle blames himself. If he had pulled Billy away earlier, if he had stopped the fight before it started, if he had taken the blame more publicly, maybe Billy would still be here. Billy Martin plays for Kansas City, hates every minute, away from Mickey, away from the Yankees, away from winning. He plays one season there, then gets traded again. Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Minnesota, bounces around the league. And never stays anywhere long. The reputation follows him. Troublemaker, fighter, problem player, but also loyal, fierce, unwilling to back down from what is right. Mickey Mantle stays with the Yankees, wins more championships, becomes a legend, but never forgets that night at Copacabana. Never forgets watching his best friend get sacrificed. Years later, in interviews, Mickey is asked about the Copacabana incident. What really happened that night? Honestly, I do not know. It was dark. It was chaos. People were throwing punches. I was trying to protect Billy, trying to end it. But who threw the punch that hurt that guy? I genuinely do not know. Do you think it was Billy? Could have been. Could have been Hank. Could have been me. We will never know. Do you regret that night? I regret that Billy got traded. I regret that he paid the price while the rest of us walked away. That is what I regret. Billy Martin is asked the same question. Different answer. I know who threw that punch. I have always known. Who? Does not matter now. What matters is that I took the blame. And I would do it again. Because that is what friends do. They protect each other, even when it costs them everything. The truth about the Copacabana fight remains a mystery. Multiple investigations, court trial, hundreds of interviews, and still no definitive answer. Some people believe Billy Martin threw the punch. Makes sense. He started the confrontation. He had the temper. He had the most to prove. Others believe it was Hank Bauer. He was the biggest, the strongest. Former Marine trained in combat. If anyone could break a jaw with one punch, it was Hank. A few believe it was Mickey Mantle, trying to protect his best friend, throwing the punch that ended everything, then living with the guilt for the rest of his life. The most likely truth? Nobody knows because nobody could see. It was a chaotic brawl in a dark hallway with multiple people throwing multiple punches. The man got hit hard. His nose and jaw broke. But who delivered that specific punch? Lost in the chaos, lost in the darkness, lost in the moment. What is not a mystery? The consequences. Billy Martin traded, career derailed, friendship with Mickey damaged, reputation destroyed, all because of one night, one fight, one punch that nobody saw. Mickey Mantle protected by the Yankees. Career continues, legend grows, but carries the weight of watching his friends sacrificed. The guilt of survival, Sammy Davis Jr. Never publicly commented on the incident, never confirmed the racist comments, never thanked the Yankees players for defending him. Because he understood something, they did not. In 1957 America, a black entertainer could not afford to be involved in a racial incident, even if he was the victim, even if others were defending him. The cost was too high, so he stayed silent, performed the next night, and the night after that, professional to the end. The Copacabana incident became legend in Yankees history. The night everything changed, the night Billy Martin's time in pinstripes ended, The night Mickey Mantle learned that loyalty has limits. The night 6 men fought 4 men in a dark hallway and nobody saw what really happened. But everyone has an opinion, everyone has a theory, everyone knows the truth, except they do not. Because the only truth is this: something happened in that hallway. Someone threw a punch, someone got hurt, and someone paid the price. Whether it was the right someone, that depends on who you ask and who you believe. After Billy Martin dies in 1989, Mickey Mantle is asked one more time about Copacabana. Do you know what really happened that night? Mickey thinks for a long moment. I know what I saw. I know what I felt. I know that my best friend got traded and I did not. I know that Billy took the fall and I walked away. And I know that if I could go back, I would change everything. I would take the blame. I would demand the trade. I would protect Billy the way he always protected me. But I did not. And that is something I have to live with. So, what do you think happened that night? Who threw the punch that broke Edwin Jones's jaw? Was it Billy Martin, the fighter who never backed down? Was it Hank Bauer, the war veteran with the strength to end a fight with one blow? Was it Mickey Mantle, the superstar trying to protect his best friend? Or was it someone else entirely, lost in the chaos of that dark hallway? The truth is still out there, hidden in the shadows of Copacabana, protected by loyalty, buried by time. And maybe that is how it should be. Because some mysteries are better left unsolved. Some questions are better left unanswered. Some nights are better left in the dark.